An awakened woman is very different. She's very special and she's sensitive. Even the strongest of women are sensitive because our inner child, that little girl, still operates like an innocent child. You'll see the innocence in a divine feminine because feminine energy is that. It's graceful. It's it's in tune. So when you hurt a divine feminine, you hurt that little girl in her inner child. You know, you've ever seen those kids where it's like you spank them or you discipline them, you make them cry, or even if you hurt their feelings, but like 3 seconds later they're just like, it's okay. Super, super forgiving, super loving. Like, children are pure and they don't hold on to anger. They don't hold on to pain. They forgive it. And one thing I'm learning with me and my collective, it's like those of us in our divine feminine energy, we are those little girls still. And when we did it to our parents, where I don't know why I keep clicking that. And when we did it to our parents, where, you know, it was always like, it's okay when we get yelled at or projected on. We still give that love to people, to the world. And there was nobody there to protect us or pour into us like that. Although we're understanding and forgiving, we don't have to keep expecting that or accepting that. Like, our tears matter, even if we're strong enough to wipe them and get up, you know, and let go. They still matter. And we shouldn't be expected to always be the forgiving one or always be the giving one, you know? And I feel like I don't have anything. We don't have to always be the bigger person. We don't always have to be the one who accepts the pain, the betrayal, you know? But women in their divine energy is very, very special. Like, I've I've really like analyzed that and grown an appreciation for us because that little girl is still there, you know, and we need to hold on to that. We need to connect to that. And when other women come together in their divine feminine energy and uplift you, it's like it's all those kids at the playground that are cheering you on. That's like, I see you, you're not alone. We're in this together. There's no competition, there's no envy, there's just pure love and understanding, openness, and vulnerability because those little girls have the emotional capacity to hold you, right? Like, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And a lot of masculines don't have that capacity to hold us. That's why we're constantly getting hurt by them because of where they are. But the divine masculines are waking up and they're learning to connect to the divine feminine within themselves, and then they'll be able to understand and appreciate the divine feminine outside of themselves. But that's why they start off cold, selfish, because they block out their emotions, their heart. And feminines aren't naturally, divine feminines don't naturally block off their heart. We We're less logical about things. We feel more. So then we have to become more hardened to protect our own hearts. So the dynamic of feminine and masculine energy, it's like we're constantly hurting each other, but it's to push us both into the other, right? To connect. And then once you connect to yourself, now you can connect to the other person, because when the feminine is forced to go out there and defend herself, she has more of an appreciation for her masculine than before, when maybe there was a time where she expected the masculine to take care of her because he's a masculine. You get what I'm saying? But when you have to go out there and do it for yourself, it's appreciation that comes from the masculine who chooses you to do it for. And then you know you can do it for yourself. So love is a choice, not I must, I have to. But then when the feminine learns to protect her heart, even in that, it's a choice who you give your love to. But then the masculine, without having her love, experiencing colder feminines, after experiencing the divine feminine, now he can grow an appreciation for the love of his feminine. You get it? So it's like, this shit hurts. It's hard. We're gonna cry, but we're gonna also rise. You know? Like, don't give up on love. Don't give up on union because it's coming. It's just a lot of growth that is still taking place. But I feel it. Like, we're getting closer and closer. So, yeah. Hopefully that resonated with somebody. But it was just on my mind as I was driving. And thank you to those who was so encouraging in the last message. Like, it really helped. And I just felt like all of you guys just gave me a big hug. You know, and that's what I've been creating my platform for, is like transparency, uplifting one another, relatability. Like, we're not alone, you know, even though it feels like it. Like, look at how much of us can resonate to that same energy, but we're also growing through it. So don't give up. Like, stay connected to that little girl or that little boy inside of you, because that's who we really are. You know, it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel. It's okay to not be okay. And then it's okay to also say, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna stay here. You get me? I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.